I recall the last summer night where my closest friends sat around the black metal table in my big backyard. On that fine summer evening, beef patties sizzled on the grill and open glass bottles cluttered the tabletop. Some playing cards in our hands and some happiness in our hearts, we were some kids in the backyard drinking and laughing. We all had lived through the first challenges of our adult life, and graduating high school together represented a colossal achievement and milestone. At one point, we were only kids meeting for the first time in a sunlit elementary classroom, staring out the tinted windows, wishing we could all be grown-ups. Time had passed so quickly, and before we knew it, we stood in our graduation gowns on the warm football field of our alma mater. They play that familiar song that signifies the same academic achievement of all those walking the stage. And for some, it's the last smiles and experiences shared. We sit around this table smiling and wondering how long it may last, and it pains me to come to the realization that it may be empty one day. One day, the wooden backyard patio of faded white shades will no longer echo the laughter of childhood friends. For the time, our paths were intertwined in a seemingly eternal journey through youth as we navigated the toughest obstacles of teenage drama. We were no longer the kids down in Augustine Park, and we were no longer the children on those green fields by the elementary school. Suddenly, we became young adults in speeding cars traveling down winding roads towards our Santa Cruz dream, flying down by the seaside and laying in the sand. It hurts me to realize that one day, distance will divide our lives and our paths will no longer meet. I hate to imagine that my closest friends will soon travel down their individual roads and make a life for themselves. Daily conversations turn into occasional meetings, and time transforms our friendships into brief greetings. In a couple years, we'll all be living our own lives, doing our own things. I imagine that I'd meet a girl and she'd be crazy enough to enjoy my company. Time would see her in a white dress and veil and a small brown chapel where my friends would be. Before I even know it, she and I would have a little kid with her smile in my eyes, and I would forget the ones I left behind. I guess that's one of the reasons I'm writing, so that I could remember. It's hopeless though. I know my childhood home with a big backyard may be occupied by a different young family, and their children will be playing in the same backyard of my youth. I know that the liquor store down the road will be torn down, and maybe even houses will be built in the field of dead grass behind that chain link fence. The city will probably build more houses on the grass fields that my friends and I played on when we were children. I don't want to say goodbye to the chalk drawings on the street, or the small diner where we'd constantly buy cookies and cream milkshakes. I don't want to say goodbye to the little grocery store where we bought items for a party, or the same mall that we walked through as if we had money to buy things. I hate saying goodbye to the things of my youth, but I know I will have to accept it. The people I grew up with will be living their own lives, so I have to say goodbye to our childish adventures, to our childhood homes, and to our childhood dreams. I have to say goodbye to the kids I'll never meet, and the ones I left behind.